Hello. So, one of the things that are mandated, because we are over a 72-hour camp for you to spend overnight, you have to have Part C. Part A and B is as if you're going on a day trip, but Part C has to be here. Be signed by your PCP. Doesn't have to be a doctor, it can be a family nurse practitioner. Your immunizations. Mostly with the children, I want just a copy of their immunization. You can staple it onto here, okay? I don't put just up to date or UTD. Don't put that. And the adults, I need to know when your last tetanus was. We are in the woods. There's petrified wood up there. Hopefully you don't step on a nail, but it has happened. So I need to know your tetanus date. Not, well, you know, it's been within the last 10 years. Yeah, okay. No, not them doing. Also, medical restrictions to participate. Sometimes the doctor gets happy with his pen and has no. So if they say, no, you can't participate, then I have to go and say you can't participate. You can't go swimming, you can't do anything really. So parents, I have your parents, make sure that you have, yes, they can participate in the program. Okay, I know it's a big thing. Allergies, if you say yes, I want to see an explanation. What allergies? You can't put your sister. Doesn't work, doesn't fly, okay? And if it's food, I definitely need to know that. Jeff wants to know, we come in on Sunday, we're eating at 5. Jeff wants to know before that, who has food allergies. Okay, it's very important that you put the information on. And, okay, list participants restrictions. None. If you want your children or your campers or your cubbies to be able to do everything, check that none. Because if it's not checked, then sometimes you have to take a call to the parent. I have to call the parent. Okay. Signatures. This is when the kids feel good and they can sign their own signature. Parents have to sign it. And complete this if you want who can take and go with, who they can go with. Especially if there's a custody battle going on. And then emergency contacts. I've had this. There was nobody in there, and I needed to take and find out about getting information for giving medicine. And then there is one, non-prescription, yes or no. Can I give your child Benadryl? If that's a yes, no, I can't give it to him.
Lisa, when should I send them to you?
Oh, yes. If you have them done, I'll take them today. None? No, okay. The sooner the better. I can review them. If I have questions, then I can call you, the parents. I have their phone number on here. I won't even have to contact you, the leaders. So the sooner you can get them to me, the happier I am. I'll review them and be a happy, happy person.
I would challenge you to send those in. I think as we move forward into the future, and it won't be this year, we'll ask you to have those into us before camp starts. The more stuff that we have ahead of time means a better experience for each of you and for your scouts. And that's on us. And I know, Lisa is very excited to get those in her hands before you all land.
And when you leave on Saturday, come and get, even if you didn't use a medical bot, come and get all your forms. Okay, if you have one of their medications on here as epinephrine or an inhaler, I have to have this paper filled out.
Is that for adults as well?
It's for adults as well.
That's, Lisa, that's if they're going to carry it with themselves, right?
Right, because if he's up on archery or shooting sports, and I have his inhaler down at the health lodge, Don't you think it'd be better if he was able to get himself some pasta before I got there? Yes. So this is online. You can print it off.
And that needs to be signed by a doctor as well.
And that needs to be signed by a doctor or your PCD.
If we have medication, do we just bring them in a little pill pod?
Oh, good gravy, no. Okay, if I get a bottle and I've got pink ones, green ones, blue ones in there, in a little thing like that, I can't accept it. What you can do is they can come with that. The leader can put it in the med box, which I will explain the med box. But I need the actual bottles that tell me what it is. Yes.
So what about edibles containing cannabis oil? Are those allowed?
I can actually address that one. There is no medical marijuana of any kind on our reservation. We go by the federal guidelines. You can't use it at any point. If you do need to have your medical marijuana, you may leave the space and come back to us as long as you're not showing signs of being under the influence of something. And that goes for adults, volunteers, anyone. And that's a big no. You will immediately, I will leave, you will leave. It'll be done.
It's a little off topic, but what about smoking and vaping?
Ooh.
Yes, so there is a location in camp where you may smoke. One location.
It's
Who
not
knows where it is? Will Bradley, where is it? There is a fence by the dumpster where a small smoking area has been set up. That is the only place where you may smoke or vape tobacco or use any products of that sort. If you are found using them anywhere else, we will be having a long conversation that will be unpleasant. Again, if you want to sign out and leave camp property to do that, you may do that as well. But in camp, there is one place. So, even if it's 1 in the morning and you're in your campsite and you really, really just need to do that, you're going for a walk at 1 in the morning.
Does that make sense to everybody? Med boxes. Okay, what a med box is if you come in and you got one child that's on gummy bear melatonin, and you've got one child that's on like 6 to 10 minutes. They come in, I proof them, they go into the med box, and then there's a slip that you have to sign off with your initials at every night or every morning. Goes back in there, goes in lock and key. Then at the end, when you come and pick up your health forms, right? Health forms, you come and get them. Then you turn your key in, I need the key back, and the box is empty.